Hey guys, how we doing today? This is Wally with LearningNet.com, and if you guys are watching this hosting and review, it means that you want to create a website or blog using their platform today. And so what I wanted to do is just take out a few moments to tell you guys a little bit more about Hostinger and also take you on the back end of the account. That way you guys will know what to expect before getting started. If you guys are totally new here to this channel for LearningNet.com, hit the subscribe button, guys, right below, along with the bell, and that way any future videos that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them. Also, go ahead and smash that like button right now. That way, other amazing people just like yourselves will be able to find this very same hosting or review in search. And so if you've never created a website online, you may be wondering which web hosting provider is the best to get started with. There are a lot of web hosting providers online, many of which that I personally tried, as a blogger. I got started initially with hosting roughly 5 years ago with LearningNet.com. And since that point, I've been able to create different websites under the same platform with their account itself. And so I wanted to talk about how you guys can get started today as beginners, especially if you've never created a website before. What you need to get started online with any blog or website is a domain name and web hosting. Your domain name, guys, is simply going to be the name of your website. Like in my case, it's learnernet.com. My domain name doesn't have any dashes, there are no numbers in it, nothing like that. So you guys want to think about the domain name itself that you're going to call, your website. You also need to get web hosting, which I think Hostinger has the absolute cheapest web hosting prices across the board that you guys will find, online. And so I highly recommend creating your website with them. To do it, you guys are going to click that link that's right below. And when you do, it's just going to open up to Hostinger's landing page, which looks like this. You guys are going to get a free domain today with your web hosting, which is like a $15 to $20 value, considering what domains cost, like at GoDaddy. And you're going to gain access to some amazing discounts today with their web hosting. If you guys scroll down, you'll notice that with their shared web hosting itself, there's a single, premium, and business. Hostinger does have other types of hosting, such as dedicated, there's cloud, there's VPS, but you don't really need those as a beginner. I just highly recommend that you guys stick with the shared hosting itself. If you only want to create one website today with Hostinger, I recommend that you go with the single plan. But if you want to create like multiple websites online, maybe for like affiliate marketing, network marketing, or just several projects you might have down the pipeline, I recommend that you go with either the premium or the business plan. Since I've been with Hostinger, I've been using their premium plan, and I got started with that plan because, again, it allows me to have the capability of creating additional websites online. Of course, you can create them principally with like WordPress, being that, doesn't require like a lot of experience with HTML or coding. You will have access to other CMS platforms like Joomla. There's Magento, PrestaShop, as well as some others if you guys are familiar with those. But if you're a total beginner and you've never created a website, I highly recommend that you guys create it using WordPress. It's very user-friendly. Google loves WordPress websites, and they rank really high in the search engines. And so what you really need to do here, guys, is determine which of these three plans you're going to go with. As you scroll down, you'll notice the different resources that come with it. Again, if you only need to create one website, go with the single plan. It does have some restrictions. You should know about those restrictions. One of the amazing benefits that's new, that wasn't around when I initially got started 5 years ago, is that Hostinger is giving credits to be able to create campaigns online for Google Ads. So this is an amazing opportunity to be able to promote your websites online with Google credits. You can set up campaigns through Google to drive targeted traffic directly to your website. You'll notice that with the first tier, it can support up to 10,000 monthly visitors. With the premium, 25,000 visitors. And in the business, it can support up to 100,000 visitors. So you get SSL certificates across the board, which Google loves. That way they'll rank your website a lot higher in the search engines. And also your website won't be marked unsecure when people are searching for it in the search engines. And so those are some amazing benefits of many that you'll get today when you get started with your Hostinger account. Keep in mind, guys, that Hostinger has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So in the event you feel that Hostinger is not for you, they have amazing customer support. You can get in contact with them and they'll give your money back 100%. Okay. And so, me personally, I highly recommend that you guys get started with the premium plan itself, as it'll allow you to create multiple websites online. The next thing that you want to do is just determine how much web hosting you want to purchase. So you can do this month by month, which I do not recommend at all because it's more expensive to do that. What I recommend that beginners do when it comes to purchasing web hosting online is to purchase more web hosting up front. Because what happens, guys, not only with Hostinger, but with any web hosting provider out there, is that the pricing is going to go up. And so the more of it that you purchase up front, the more you'll save both on the front and back end. And so I have it pre-selected at 48 months. Keep it there. Once you scroll down, you guys are going to be setting up your account. When you create your account, you're going to plug in your email there, and you can purchase your web hosting today with a credit card, PayPal, CoinGate, and Google Play. You're going to see everything itemized right below, where you're going to be getting 48 months of web hosting today. This is the original price of it. This is what you're going to be getting it for only $124.32. To give you guys an idea of what you're actually paying, most web hosting providers or competitors of Hostinger online today charge roughly about 80 to 90 bucks for your very first year. Most web hosting providers out there, be it SiteGround, Bluehost, any of these other providers online that you check out, they usually charge roughly about 80 to 90 bucks per year for your very first year. And so you're getting 48 months of web hosting up front for only $124. So it's an amazing deal. You're getting your free domain, free SSL certificate, as I mentioned before, and you guys are going to be on your way to creating your website today. So if you're going to be paying with card, you're just going to plug your information in right here. Hit submit secure payment. On the very next page, you're going to be selecting a domain name. I recommend getting something that's very simple, that doesn't have any dashes or numbers in it. A .com would be best. If you can't find like the .com with your desired, brand name, shoot for like a .net or a .org or something of the like itself. And so that's what you're going to do on the very next page, guys. And you're going to set up your account. And once you actually set up your account itself, you're going to be logged in automatically to the back end of your account itself. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys. So once you get started setting up your account, you're going to be brought to the back end of what's called the HPanel. This is like your back office, if you will, where you actually get started. You'll notice that on the very top, there's several different tabs that'll give you more control, like over your account in general. I have several domain names that I purchased, with Hostinger that attach, to my account itself, and you can see some of which are listed, here. But the main deal, I just wanted to take you into like the back end of things. That way you can see what to expect, before getting started. And so right here, what we're looking at is like the HPanel. You can see your dashboard. You guys will be able to check like how much resources you're actually using, with your package. You can set up email accounts for your account. If you have the premium or the business package, you can add on different websites or add on additional websites. But if you have the single plan, you can only create one site. So that's where you would do that. You get Cloudflare, which basically adds like a CDN to your website. CDN helps your website to handle higher volumes of traffic online, be it from the US, Europe, Asia, wherever you're getting your clients or visitors from. A Cloudflare CDN is ideal to have, and you get that with your web hosting package today. If you scroll down, guys, you'll get access to different CMS platforms. I mentioned about WordPress. I recommend that for beginners, but you will have access to other CMS platforms if you want to do that. You will get access to resources for SEO that'll help you to rank higher in the search engines, help you to be able to market your website online. You can manage all of your files and databases, as you guys can clearly see right here, among some other resources that you guys will have on your account itself. If you want to like add on new domains or purchase new domains, you can click right here. If you want to get started with your SSL certificate, you can click right there. Hostinger also has a website builder that you can take advantage of as well. And so they have all of the resources, guys, that you'll need to be able to create your website online. And so what I wanted to do briefly is to share with you guys what the HPanel looks like. I do have a step-by-step WordPress tutorial with Hostinger that shows you exactly how to create your website. I'm going to link to that right below. If you're on YouTube, you can just type in how to create a website in Hostinger. It's a Hostinger WordPress tutorial. As you guys can see right here, I just uploaded this new tutorial. You click on it, you can watch it step by step, and it's going to show you guys exactly how to create your Hostinger website today. So once you get started today, with the links below, guys, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I want you guys to know exactly how to create your website today. That way you're not in the dark and you can get your website online the right way. Something that I wanted to talk about briefly is customer support. They have 24/7, 365-day customer support, and I really, really enjoy this customer support and the feedback that I've gotten from them. They're always very helpful. As I mentioned before, I've been with them like going on 5 years. Really, really love their web hosting across the board. Super affordable prices for beginners, but they have amazing customer support that's 24/7. And I wanted to mention, how much I really appreciate that, because I think that when you get started with a web hosting provider online, doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Hostinger, Bluehost, SiteGround, any web hosting provider will support. If you have a problem, a question about your website or your web hosting package, who can you go to with your questions? And so Hostinger has really, really nice customer support. In fact, if you check out outlets like Trustpilot.com, people have left, well over 2,000 comments. So out of 5 stars, they have a 4.2. And so they have a great reputation even on Trustpilot. Of course, I'm giving you guys my personal take on Hostinger's customer service, but you check out Trustpilot, you see that they have a great reputation. So I wanted to highlight that just as an external source. That way you guys will know that you're partnering with an amazing web hosting provider that has all of the resources, is super affordable, and have amazing 24/7 customer support. So I just wanted to do a quick Hostinger review, guys, just to tell you more about their web hosting services. If you have any questions at all about getting started, don't hesitate to drop your comments below, as I am responsive on my YouTube channel. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button right below along with the bell, and that way any future videos that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them.